Welcome, welcome, ladies. Thank you for being here. I am so excited to be here today to talk about confidence, clarity, and your first or next paying client. So I'm going to give everyone just a second to jump on live. And in the meantime, if you haven't already joined my group, Confident and Courageous Biz-Building Mamas, last week we talked about 4 essentials to growing your new business to 5K plus months while working part-time. So if you missed that, please go back and watch that. Join the group, go watch the live replay and let me know what you think. Hopefully it's helpful for you. So if we haven't met already, I'm Kimberly Latona. I'm a life and business coach for busy mamas, and I'm also an NLP practitioner with a master's in business. So I teach women how to create a part-time business with full-time income while living a life that they love. So my passion really is helping women get clear on exactly what they want and then supporting them with a plan to achieve it with confidence and ease. So I help my students get clarity on their dreams or their big vision, create the mindset and confidence that they need in order to succeed in life and in business, design a business and marketing strategy that aligns with their core values, and master their time and schedule so that they're making money and honoring their true priorities. Okay, so the reason why I created this training is because I've noticed that a lot of women have started a business, but they seem to lack confidence. They're not really putting themselves out there, or they are, but then they're kind of being a little bit inconsistent. Maybe you're still confused about your niche or your message or your target market. So there's a lot of, seems like there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of like a lack of confidence out there. Or maybe you have a website and a Facebook group and all the social media, and you've got like your business is started, but you still haven't made any money or gotten any clients. Okay, so this used to be me. I had a website, I had an email list, a Facebook group, all the social media accounts, but I still hadn't made any money. And honestly, looking back, I was really hiding behind my business to-do list instead of taking messy, imperfect action and actually learning along the way while getting clients. Okay, so I've learned so much in the past 6 years of being an entrepreneur, and I really want to share my knowledge with you so that you can avoid a lot of the struggles and a lot of the wasted time that I experienced in my business building journey. So again, today you're going to learn the #1 key to confidence, clarity, and clients. Okay, so if you're watching live, drop a red heart. I would love to say hello in the comments. If you have any questions that come up, please type them in the comments. This can be as interactive as you want it to be. So if there's something that is specific to your circumstances or your current life right now, please let me know and I will make this as relevant as possible to you. Okay, and then I also know some of you will be watching this later as a replay. So if you're watching the replay, please drop a purple heart in the comments and I will come back and say hi and answer any questions. Okay, so let's get started. So I want to start by saying that the #1 key or secret to confidence and clarity and getting clients is super simple, but it's not always easy. Okay, sometimes we know what to do, but we still don't do it. Like, because of underlying beliefs, because of things in our schedule, because of circumstances, because of things that we're letting get in our way. Sometimes it's ourselves that get in our own way. Okay, but I want to tell you that it is simple. It's not always easy, but it's really super simple. So here it is. The #1 key or secret to confidence and clarity in your first or next paying client is consistent action. Okay, this includes messy, imperfect action that you're taking that sometimes you don't know if it's right, or you don't know if it's working, or you don't know if it's good enough, right? Okay, so consistent action builds confidence and actually creates clarity. Okay, so when you take consistent, messy action, not only do you grow your confidence and get really clear about in your business, but you also build momentum and you build trust with your potential clients, which leads to paying clients. Okay, I like to tell my clients that there's a runway. Okay, taking consistent action, you don't usually just get a client overnight. Okay, the clients are coming after you've put in the work and after you've done the consistent action for 60 to 90 days. Okay, so again, I'm telling you, it's very simple. It's not always easy, but it's very simple. Taking consistent action is what is going to get you the confidence, the clarity, and the clients. Okay, so I want to clarify that consistent does not mean 7 times a day posting on social media or 4 hours a day doing something specific, or whatever rules your brain is telling you means consistent. Okay. Consistent just means acting or done in the same way over time, unchanging in nature, standard. I actually looked at the definition, standard or effect over time. Okay. So now let's go back to the reason. So the reason why consistent action builds confidence is because the more you do something, the better you feel about doing it and the easier it becomes because of practice. Okay, you've probably heard practice makes perfect, or like practice, practice, practice. Like that is obvious. It's something that we all need to experience in order to get to the next level. Okay, so for example, the first time you ever rode a bike, it was uncomfortable. It was probably scary. You were wobbly. You didn't know what you were doing. You most likely fell a few times and you needed a lot of help. Okay. But after riding the bike 20 times, you felt better and more confident. Okay. You needed less help. You fell less often. You were more skilled. I have a 3-year-old who's like learning how to ride. He's got a balance bike and he's got like a trike. And I no longer have to like hold the bars for him or like go and make sure that he's not falling to the side or whatever, because he's learning. He's been doing it like not every day, but most days he will ride his bike for a little while. Okay. So he's becoming more confident, and it's the same thing in business. Okay. The more action that you take, the easier it becomes and the more confident that you get. Okay. So for example, you're going to get better at writing emails to your list. It's not going to be so hard. You're going to get more confident in going live on social media. You're going to get better at booking discovery calls and signing clients. Okay. So the reason why consistent action creates clarity is because the more you do something, the more obvious the right or the best answer becomes for you. Okay. And I put right or best in quotes because the right answer isn't the same for everyone, right? The best answer isn't the same for everyone. Your business is different than anyone else's, and you get to be the boss. You get to decide what you want to do with your business. So the right answer for you is maybe not the right answer for someone else. Okay. But so for example, if you're confused about your target market or your niche, and you're consistently taking messy action, like polling your audience or sending emails, asking questions in your group, talking to people that you want to help, it will become clear who you actually want to work with and who you don't want to work with. Okay. So, but you're not going to know this just by thinking about your target market. You need to actually take action. Okay. So I have a client that was actually that was working on her niche and figured it out a few weeks ago. And she wasn't just sitting around like making a chart or like thinking about who she wanted to work with. She was actually talking to people. Okay. She was talking to people in her group. She was talking to people at networking events. She was just talking to everyone. And she realized, she's a financial coach. She realized she doesn't want to work with couples on their personal finance. She wants to work with business owners, female business owners who are working on their business finances. Okay. So, but again, she didn't learn that just by thinking about it or writing a list about it or like doing an ideal client avatar checklist. Okay. She did it by actually interacting with people and taking action. Okay. So the last reason here, the reason why consistent action will help you sign your first or next client is because showing up builds trust. Okay. Showing up builds trust, and it shows your potential client how you can help them. And it actually helps them get a small win before they actually pay you, before they're even working with you. Okay. And that builds so much trust because they're like, oh, if I can get this much value from something that she's giving for free, then imagine how much value I'm going to get when I actually pay her. Okay. Consistent action will show people who don't know about you yet that you're open for business and that you have value to offer them. Okay. It helps them understand how you can help them and why you are the right person to help them. Okay. That's what's so important. So I want to take a second just to talk about why we don't take action, because I think it's really important. Like, it's easy to say like, oh, go take action. And then it's like you go to make your to-do list and you want to take action, but then you don't actually do it. Okay. So the only real reason why we don't take action, there's only one reason why we procrastinate, why we don't take action, why we put things off. Okay. The only reason why we ever don't take action, or the reason why we don't procrastinate, is because we don't believe it will work. Okay. We don't fully believe that the action that we're going to take or that we know we need to take is actually going to get us the result that we want. Okay. Let that sink in. There's only one reason why we procrastinate or don't take action. Okay. And it's because we don't fully believe 100% that whatever action it is that we know we need to take is going to get us the result that we want. Okay. So I'm going to give you a couple examples. So if there's something that you've been procrastinating on, think about the thoughts and beliefs that you have around that task and the ultimate result that you want. Okay, so for example, if you've been procrastinating on sending out an email to your list, okay, I have another client who dreads sending out emails to her list. And so I want to ask you, what are the thoughts that come up for you? Okay, are the thoughts that are going through your head, I'm thinking, I don't want to send an email that sounds salesy or gross, or I don't even know if they want to hear from me. For my client, it was she pivoted her business. And so her thought was that there are no ideal clients on my list. Okay. She has a Facebook group of 500 people, but she was thinking oh, there's no one that wants to hear from me because I'm a finance coach now. Instead of doing family finance, I'm doing business finance. Okay. So do you see how that thought was holding her back from actually sending out emails to her list, because she didn't think she was going to get the results she wanted. She didn't think she was going to get any new clients or be able to sell anything to her audience, because her underlying thought was that no one wanted to buy from her and there was no one on her list that was her ideal client. Okay, which isn't true, but that's what her brain was telling her. So let me give you another example. Maybe you've been procrastinating on finishing your website. Okay, so what are the thoughts that come up for you there? Are you thinking, no one's even going to see this website anyway, so why am I bothering? Or maybe you're thinking, I don't know if this business will work, so why am I building a website? No one's going to see, no one's going to see this. No one's going to actually ever, this is going to be useless. So what are the thoughts that you're thinking? Okay. And how do they reflect what you actually believe is possible if you do that task? Okay. So for example, if I thought there's going to be 100 people that see my website tomorrow and they're all ideal clients, what would I be doing? I would finish my website. Right? I wouldn't be feeling oh, no one's going to even see this anyways, because I actually believe the thoughts that are going through my head support the result that I want. Okay. So let me know if this makes sense. So maybe you've been avoiding posting your offer on social media. Okay. So what are the thoughts that come up for you? Are you thinking no one wants what I have to offer? Everyone's already heard of this. Everyone is already no one wants to, I'm bothering people if I am talking about my business. No one's going to want to join my team. No one wants to work with me. I'm not as experienced as so-and-so. Okay. So this is literally the only reason why we don't do something that we know we need to do in order to make progress. Okay. Our thoughts and beliefs don't support the result or outcome that we want. And that's why we don't take action. Okay. So it's really important that you take action, but it's really important that you know if you're not taking action, that you know why you're not taking action. And usually it goes back to some thought, a thought or belief that you have about the result that you want and not being able to have that result. Okay. So the other thing that I want to mention is really important about taking action in your business is that there's a difference between having a flexible business and a negotiable business. Okay. So there's a difference between committing to your work like it's a real job and handling situations when life happens, especially as moms. Okay. And treating your business like it's not a priority. Does that make sense? So you can treat your business like it's non-negotiable, but still be flexible with your time and your hours. Okay. But if you want to make money in your business, especially if you want a part-time business with full-time income, which is what I teach my clients how to do, then dedicated business time is a non-negotiable. Okay. So you can be again, you can be flexible if someone gets sick and they don't go to preschool. For example, as moms, we have a lot that comes up every week and we have to be prepared for it. Okay. So for example, my whole family for the last week, my husband, my 3-year-old and my 1-year-old have all been sick. Okay, so I had to take my little guy to the doctor 2 days ago. Yesterday morning, my older guy, my 3-year-old, projectile vomited all over the car on the way to preschool. So of course we turned around and came back home. But the thing is, I didn't just forget about my business for the past week because everyone was sick. Okay, I did give myself grace and I scaled back my work time and I adjusted my office hours. But I didn't just say like, oh, like this is negotiable. So I'm just like, I'm not going to work on my business at all for like the past week. Right. So again, there's a difference between being flexible, having flexible business hours and having a negotiable business hours. Okay. So let's recap. So the number one key to confidence, clarity in your first paying client is consistent action. Okay. Consistent action builds confidence and actually creates clarity. And when you take consistent or messy action, imperfect, messy action, not only you grow your confidence and get really clear in your business and your business decisions, but you also build momentum and trust with your potential clients, who again are the ones who are going to be turning into paying clients. So let's talk about your action items. I want you to go through and I want you to evaluate honestly if you've been taking consistent action in your business, and if not, why not? Okay. What limiting beliefs or negative thoughts do you have, about doing certain things? Okay. So for example, if you haven't been emailing your list, if you haven't been posting on social media, what are the thoughts or negative beliefs that you have that are keeping you from doing the thing that you know that you need to do? Okay. Because again, there's only one reason why we procrastinate, and that's because we don't believe that we're going to get the result that we want if we take that action that we know we need to take. Okay. So this all goes back to your thoughts and beliefs. Okay. The second action item that I have for you today is I want you, if you have been taking consistent action in your business, what actions have you been taking? Okay. Is the time that you're spending on your business actually income generating activities? Okay. So this, I work a lot with my clients on this. They will come back to me and be like, I worked for 15 hours this week. And I will be like, okay, what did you do? How was your time used? And 5 hours of that will be like, oh, I was researching a platform to switch my business to online, or I wanted to switch over to a new email system. And I also am like watching this course. Okay. Those are not income generating activities. Okay. So I want you to get really clear, like, if you're taking consistent action, okay, first of all, are you taking consistent action? 2, like, if you are taking consistent action, what are the actions you've been taking, and do they make a difference in your business? Okay. Do they move the needle in your business? And if not, how can you shift those actions to reflect activities that are actually making you money and attracting clients? Okay. And then the last thing that I want you to do is I want you to get support and accountability, like where you need it. Okay. So get honest with yourself. Where do you need support and accountability? If you're telling yourself I'm going to show up consistently and you're not, where do you need help with that? Okay. You can reach your goals so much faster and so much easier if you work with someone like a mentor or a coach who is going to help you reach your goals faster, hold you accountable, help you with support, help you with the systems, and answer any questions along the way, and make sure that you're showing up for yourself. Okay. So I hope that you found this free training valuable. I would love to hear your biggest takeaways in the comments. If you want more free trainings like this, plus bonus resources that are only available in my group, you can come join my Facebook group, Confident and Courageous Biz-Building Mamas. I will drop the link to my group in the comments, and I would love to see you over there. Okay. In the meantime, if you are ready to take the next step, this week I blocked out some time in my schedule for 3 free time mastery strategy calls. This is for women who are ready to master their vision, mindset, strategy, and time. So we'll basically get clear on how much time you have in your day to grow your business, and uncover exactly what's been stopping you or slowing you down from having the life and business that you desire. Okay, so you'll walk away with complete clarity on how to get the business you want in the time that you have. And this is for women. This is really only for women who are ready to show up for themselves and who are committed to investing the time and energy and money into themselves that it takes in order to succeed. Okay. So if this is you, I would love to hop on a free strategy call with you. I will drop the link in the comments. And otherwise, hopefully I will see you in my group, Confident and Courageous Biz-Building Mamas. And if not, I will see you in this group next week, same time, same place. Okay. I love you, ladies. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful for you, and I will see you soon.